A lot of people, even some of my closest friends, don't know this, but I will shock you to know that just a few years back, I was taking a salary of 1,300. Why am I telling the whole world this or the internet this? My previous video, I said, good girl, not the pay. Now let's get into story time. So, right after the whole saga of me leaving this very toxic ministry that I spent my years, 30 years of my life at, I had to, pick up my life from where it had left off, because literally I had no life, trust me. Because in this ministry, the system was such that you are only friends with the people within the ministry. Once someone leaves, the person is not of God, the person is an enemy, it's like you have to fight the person. And there was this phrase that was always being used: you love what your prophet loves and you hate what your prophet hates. So if your prophet is not happy with someone, you also can't be happy with the person. I kid you not, these things are true, and the people used to be in that ministry will tell you this. We used to say things like, if the way the prophet sees you is your judgment, is the way God sees you. So you're doing everything for the prophet to see you in a very particular way, because it validates or it translates to how exactly God also sees you. Now, let's go back. I'm digressing. I had to pick up my life, right? Because before then, I wasn't taking like my career seriously. Nothing was going on seriously for me, because everything was around serving the man of God, or today, like the whole time you're in church. The whole week there's activities, there's meetings. Sunday you go to church in the morning, you close at 2 a.m. because after the main service you are having leaders meeting. From there you have another meeting that is supposed to get you prepared for life. 2 a.m. you get back, you are late. It's no joke. So I had to pick up my life. I picked up my life. I went to look for a job, and I just took the first job that came my way, and I was excited because I'm a general manager of this, that, and the job starts, and I was wondering what was going on, because after a few months, it became very toxic, okay? And I had to, gather courage and strength to even be going to work. Because tell me why, like, if my phone should ring, I would have, like, panic attacks and anxiety, because the whole workplace was toxic. My boss, I don't know if it was the whole entrepreneurship thing that was stressing him out, but I could receive insults and screams for anything that is either my fault, the worker's fault, the staff fault, like, anybody's fault. And if I tell you insults, it's insult like, are you a fool? Are you stupid? You don't think, but exactly that. And I stayed there for getting to 2 years, and I just knew that this job was taking a toll on my mental health. And I'll tell you that as all these things were going on, can you imagine that I'll go back and I'll, tell my family, and they'll be like, oh, don't mind him, you relax. I told you in the previous video how my family is, how my parents were. And this job was taking a toll on my mental health. I was just not doing well. I knew that it was time to stop being nice. And not for once did I ever raise my voice back at my boss or anyone else for screaming or shouting at me. Why? I told you earlier, the systems that I had around me that groomed me to be a people's pleaser, want the validation of others, being too nice, having no boundaries. I will continue this in the next series.